I want to start with you, Taylor. You write something that I think most modern filmmakers don't do. You write about how the past is kind of disappearing with modern technology and how it's kind of destroying a whole life, people, ranchers, all this. Why do you choose that story? Why do you choose that lifestyle to discuss and take on in these films?
Well, I mean, I think a story chooses you. You know, there's the world that you know, and the world that interests you, and then issues within that world and relationships in that world. You know, they spark an idea, and as a writer, as an artist, it's not so clear cut as sitting down and intellectually deciding, you know, I'm going to look at this, but something makes me curious, and so I look at it, and to me, looking at, you know, the modern American West is a really great way to look at ourselves.
With you, Kevin, the opening shot of the pilot with you and the horse is one of the most powerful things I've seen on TV in a while.
Yeah, I felt the same way when I read it, because I obviously didn't know what I was going to read, and I thought that is a really as dynamic a opening as you could possibly come to, and you see that though it's just not a opening for shock's sake. It's a storyline that has absolute implications that go beyond just a car that's on the side of the road, somebody killed in the other car, and a horse that has to be put out of its misery. That seems obvious, and that would, in and of itself, would be an incredible opening. But the art form is also, that has much deeper implications as the episodes wind on.
Yeah, I feel like your vision is really beautiful here. You explore the city. This is Montana, the state. I don't think I've seen on television. And it's how much of that plays into this whole world, these ranchers' lives, this Indian reservation. How does that play? I mean, do you treat it as a character?
Landscape's always a character, you know, in the way that I tell stories, and it is to me in my own life, and so you know, it informs so much of what we do. If you live in Los Angeles, then obviously the landscape that you're surrounded by informs your entire day, whether it's traffic or smog or whatever the case may be. And the same thing there. To me, it's a fascinating world, and it's a beautiful world, and you know, and I really wanted to put a camera on it.
You're a cowboy today.
You don't act like the man from the stories I've heard.
That's the thing about being a grandfather. I get to do all the things I wish I'd done with my children. Woo! And the things I regret, I get to do different.
You were right. You're building a city.
Everyone's forgotten who runs this valley. I need you more than ever.
You have me. What are you doing here?
Same thing I always do. Fixing something you couldn't.
Stagnation is death for a town, and the Duttons are the ones killing it.
The new chief is hungry for a fight.
I'm gonna buy your ranch, and I'm gonna pull down every fence. It'll look like it used to, when it was ours.
Just tell me who to fight.
Everyone.
A man must stand with his people.
This ain't checkers, son. This is chess, and you're about to play it with masters.
All I do every day is fight for this family.
If you were winning, I wouldn't be here.
I don't regret one sin I've committed. It's the one I'm about to commit that worries me.
Mess with my family. I will chop your family tree down.
Progress. Can't stop it, John. Watch me.
Yellowstone, a new series Wednesday, June 20th at 9 on Paramount Network.